Trinity B1, the GESE English exam. My topic. What can you choose? What is a good topic? Trinity recommends hobbies. So let's look at this more in detail. Check it out. You can choose any topic for Trinity B1 as long as it is not one of the examiner's 6 topics. So you can't choose watching TV, watching films, or listening to music. But here's some other ideas. Screenshot this or pause. I put some ideas of things that I think would be good topics. So cooking, gardening, if you study your holy book from your religion, so studying or reading the Quran or the Bible, playing Sudoku, coloring in adult coloring books, any of those are great. Anything on this page you could use. You can also do sports. Trinity recommends hobbies or sports, and sometimes it's the same thing. Sometimes your sport is your hobby. So playing badminton, walking, jogging, things like that are also great. Anything on this page you can use. I will use the example of gardening now. So go to the Trinity website, download this topic form, grade 5, and we have one place for the topic. So my topic will be gardening. And then we have 5 boxes. So when I'm thinking about this form, I think in these boxes. So I want one of my subtopic points to be about the past. I need one for giving reasons. I need one for future and quantifying. I need one for preferences. And I need one with present perfect. So let's give this a try. I'm going to choose my hobby, gardening, as my topic. And now I want to think about my various points. Example, past. I could talk about my first garden or what I grew last year. So I want a topic that's in the past and I want it to be with a time. So last month, last year, 2 years ago, it doesn't matter what time, but I need to say a time in the past. Then I want one that is about giving reasons. And normally I start with why. Why I love gardening. I love gardening because it's a healthy habit. I love being outside in the fresh air. It's a nice thing that I can share with my children to teach them about plants and growing your own food. Why gardening is a great hobby. It's another one. I could give reasons. And remember, when you're giving reasons, you want to say, I like this because, I love this because, and then you give your reasons. Future tense, my future garden plans, or what I will grow next year. Anything in the future. Quantifying. They will ask us something about quantifying, so we should have something in our mind already. How much time I spend in my garden. I spend a lot of time in my garden in the summer. It's very busy. I have to go there every day. My summer garden schedule. So here I could talk about things like I get up early in the morning. I get up at 6 a.m. I go to the garden for an hour before I start work. I go to the garden every weekend for at least 4 hours on Saturday while my children are at football practice. I'm working in the garden. On Sunday, we go together. We spend a lot of time together on Sunday in the garden as a family. Quantifying preferences. I need to talk about something I prefer this to that. And often I'll say because. I prefer growing vegetables to flowers. I prefer growing vegetables to flowers because I enjoy eating what I have grown in my garden. Or the other way, I prefer flowers to vegetables because they're beautiful. I love having the color in my home. Other ideas. I prefer gardening in autumn to spring. I prefer growing tomatoes and lettuce. I prefer growing tomatoes and lettuce because they are very quick to grow. Every week, I'm bringing home tomatoes and lettuce from my garden, fresh. They keep growing so quickly. Present perfect. Remember, there are 2 reasons that we use present perfect. Number 1 is change over time. It's statements like, you have grown, or your hair has grown so long. Have you lost weight? I have lost weight. Have you learned English for a long time? I have learned English for a very long time, most of my life. So that's number one. So you want something where you can use this tense. Example, what I have learned about gardening from my grandmother. So that's something I can talk over time. Or what I've learned during 10 years of gardening. It's another example. Over time, I have learned that I don't like gardening in the morning. I have learned that I shouldn't plant chili peppers because they don't grow well in my climate. The other option with present perfect is when you use things like recently. When we use recently, we use present perfect. So example, things I've recently done. So let's apply that to gardening. What seeds I have recently bought. What I have recently learned. Both of those I can answer then in present perfect. I have recently bought many new chili seed varieties because I really want to grow chilies this year. Why do I tell you to choose one topic and not 5 different hobbies? Because the examiner wants to see you show B1 vocabulary, a large amount of B1 vocabulary. It's easier to do that if you choose one topic and then you can think about the words and you can prepare them. Once I put all of my ideas on the paper, then I look at all of them together to decide what 5 subtopics do I want to choose about my hobby, gardening. I want to talk about vegetables because I know lots of words about vocabulary for vegetables, and plus I really like growing vegetables. So I'm going to keep that one. I think I could talk about also why I love gardening because I could talk about my kids, what we do together in the garden. I think that's a good one for me too. Let's keep that one. Then either future or quantifying. I think the examiner will anyway ask me a simple question about my future plans, what I will grow next year. So let's keep the quantifying one. And I have a lot of very detailed plans, so I'm going to talk about my summer garden schedule. So I have my summer garden schedule. Then I could either talk about past my first garden or what I grew last year. I want this what I grew last year because it seems to fit with everything else that I'm talking about here. Then present perfect. I had these ideas so I can talk about something that's a change over time, or I can talk about something recently. I'm going to do this one, what I have recently learned. And as I look at it, I think what I've recently learned, let's say what I've recently learned, I'm going to make it about gardening. Sometimes as you're making this form, you will change your mind. You might even change your topic or with the wording of your topic, and that's okay. We are just brainstorming right now. Once you decided on your topics, then let's prepare the form. So then I make my form like this. I put my topic in the center, my hobby gardening, and I have each of my subtopics here. I practice saying them because the examiner will say, "What is your topic, please?" I practice saying, "My topic is my hobby gardening." Then the examiner will ask something like, "What are your 5 subtopics, please?" Or "What are your 5 points, please?" Then I practice saying, "My subtopics are, first, what I grew last year. Second, what I have recently learned about gardening. Third, why I love gardening. Fourth, I prefer growing vegetables to flowers. And fifth, my summer garden schedule." Before I go to the exam, I practice these points at home. Get your phone, set your timer for 30 seconds, and practice talking about each of these points. What could you say about what you grew last year? What could you say about why I love gardening? Practice speaking for 30 seconds. Sometimes you'll find you don't have the words, and that's why we prepare this in advance. Go to ChatGPT. I go to ChatGPT and I say something like, "Give me English vocabulary words for gardening with Spanish translations," if I speak Spanish or whatever language you have. Then look at the vocabulary because sometimes you'll want to talk about something like watering can. I don't know the word. Now I do. Maybe I don't know all these words about plants like seed, bulb, leaf. So I learn these words so that I have them, because the examiner wants to see that you have detailed vocabulary. That's why we choose one topic. That's why we choose one hobby, so that we can study the vocabulary, not 5 different hobbies, one. Then I learned some new words, so that I have this vocabulary for things like greenhouse, flower bed. These are useful words, and I want to be able to use them when I'm speaking to the examiner. And also, they're important if I want to talk about why I love gardening or what I've recently learned. It's useful to have all the vocabulary, B1 vocabulary. That was my example of how you prepare for my hobby under my topic for the Trinity B1 GESE. Keep studying, keep learning English.